तुझं हे थोडं ब्लर करता येईल का? People will be able to see you as well. Yeah, so then. Good evening, all. Uh, Welcome to this AI tool groups meeting. Basically, this is a new initiative that we have started at Pune branch, where we had formed this group under the guidance of Chitay sir, the AI tool group, where we are planning to have some weekly engagement of members with respect to the AI technology. So the activities to be carried out over here, the plan which we have is every Sunday, an expert will be posting some AI tool and he will be giving us details of how it has to be used. And then members who are connected on this group, they are supposed to do some experiment around the tool for 2 days. And then on Wednesday, we will have a meeting at 5 o'clock, a virtual meeting with the expert, where he will again guide us as to how the tool has to be used. He will take us through few case studies, live case studies for that. And in case if we have any queries, even those will be solved over there. Post Wednesday, again, it is expected that members should now again do further use of the AI tool, get, I would say, try to work around the tool and whatever Q&As you have. Again, for that, we have planned for a virtual meeting on every Friday at 5 p.m. so that you can ask your exact queries to the expert and they will resolve all your queries. This will not only enable us to have introduction to various AI tools, but it will also enable us to really check how it can be used in our daily routines and help us to do our work more productively. And today, the expert available with us is CA Karan Chanwani. We both of us are attending this meeting from the branch itself. Karan is with me over here. So I welcome Karan. Thanks, Karan, for accepting this
Thank you, sir.
invitation and really showing interest to guide our members over here. It's always said, friends, it's always said that knowledge sharing is the best thing because the more you share the knowledge, the more you gain out of it. And Karan had shown interest immediately when we spoke with him about the concept, and he just showed his readiness to share his knowledge with us. So I expect all of you make the best out of this session. And in case if you have any queries, you can post it on the closed network groups as well. As of now, we have two groups. The first group is full. That is AI tool group
Tools.
one. And we have formed a second group as well. So if any of your friends are willing to join this group, you can let us know at the branch. We will add them in the group. And your question answers can also be posted on the group because that will help the expert to go through your queries and really answer it quickly on the Wednesday and Friday meetings, which are shared to discuss further on the tool. So over to you, Karan.
Thank you, Sachin sir. Firstly,
Karan, can I just interrupt?
yes, ma'am.
I have posted many people were asking for the link of last
Recording.
lecture, so recording. So since it was done a YouTube live, I have just posted the link in both the groups. Today's session also we are doing YouTube live. So same channel, this recording also will be available. So those who want to hear the last lecture's recording can go and check on the YouTube also later on.
So, Neha, what I would rather suggest is we let's start a separate channel of Pune branch itself for AI tools on YouTube. And
Huh.
for every meeting, let's do the recording and post those recordings on the YouTube channel.
Proper repository would be
Yeah,
there.
proper repository would be there, and any member
Okay.
can go back and refer to the video. So let's make it a practice, regular practice itself.
Okay. Okay. Sure. We'll take it up.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, over to
Okay.
you.
Yes. So, thank you, Pune branch. Thank you, Sachin sir, chairman of Pune branch. Thank you, Neha ma'am, and thanks to Chitle sir, a central council member from Pune. This is his brainchild, and that is how we all are here to make the most out of this particular time. Without wasting any bit of time, let me quickly start with the demonstration for today. But while I share my screen and while I start demonstrating a particular tool, I would request if the members could at least uh, respond by putting a message in the chat box that have you used ChatGPT is not I would ask. I hope everyone has used ChatGPT for sure. That was one of the initial AI tools which came in 2022. But my question would be, if you can just tell me what have you used in ChatGPT by any chance? Is it just plain a chat feature that you have used? Is there someone who has used custom GPT? Is there someone who has used any other feature? Or what is the main activity that you use ChatGPT for? It can be research, it can be anything. So if I can get some responses, so in that particular manner, we'll try to go ahead with. Sidesh ji says voice typing, dictation, drafting research, custom GPT. Okay. Anyone, anything else that you would like to put in? Mostly research, but also for some image generation and presentations. Okay. Tried whimsical ICI GPTs. So we also have CA GPTs. I hope everyone over here is aware of. We have something called as CA GPT. If we go on to ICEI Hub, I'll show that as well towards the end. Checking codes, uploaded drive on ChatGPT and tried to get the relevant submissions. Great. So I think majority of people in this session today, majority of members have used it. A member is saying improving LinkedIn article drafts. Yes, including a lot of people who usually use a lot of social media platforms, professional purpose, personal purpose. We usually nowadays use a lot of AI support for the same. So, any which ways, the only purpose of asking this was that almost all of us have used ChatGPT as a tool. And the agenda for today is to understand how we can use it better, how it can be more effective for all of us. And at the same time, I would request all of you to be interactive because there are a lot of inputs which you would also want to share if at all you have tried a particular thing. So, considering time, whatever we can discuss, we'll discuss, obviously. Naveen ji has put in a very good point summarizing documents or content. That is what is the main purpose with which ChatGPT was started, ideally. Validation of reply prepared by me to notice of income tax. So, great. So, uh, mm, just a second. श्वेताली मॅम तुम्ही आहात का 2 मिनिटं? ओके आय थिंक
काय झालं? स्क्रीन शेअर करायचंय का?
नाही स्क्रीन शेअर होत आहे ते कंटिन्युअस इफ अ मेंबर इज एंटरिंग ते रिंग वाजत आहे ना बेल ते
नोटिफिकेशन
मला बंद
बंद.
करायची होती हा कारण ते कंटिन्युअस हे होत आहे आय एम नॉट एबल टू डू इट आय थिंक ते ऍडमिन ऍक्सेसलाच होईल
You are a co-host. You can do it.
सो I think so my screen is visible. I am onto the chat GPT platform and over here I hope no one is trying along with me right now. I hope I am just demonstrating something first, and maybe then you can try later on so that when we meet again on Friday, we will be able to understand your queries and solve them. So, the only point that I wanted to start with first is how can we personalize ChatGPT? To what extent can we personalize ChatGPT? So, the first thing that we can discuss when we talk about personalization of ChatGPT over here is the free version of ChatGPT, which all of us are using, the main free version of ChatGPT over here. In that case, if you go on to the left-hand side bottom, just a second. Amalji, if you can mute yourself, please. So if we come to ChatGPT screen, in that case, when we go on to left-hand side bottom, the email address or the name with which we have logged in usually appears. on the left hand side, as you can see on my screen. Once we click on it, we get this particular menu, which has general, notifications, personalizations. I hope many of us already may have personalized it to an extent. I'm straight away going on to the personalization tab over here. When we click on personalization, this kind of a window appears wherein we can give custom instructions, wherein we can give personal instructions to ChatGPT. The overall context is taken care of over here. So when we say context or when we say the memory, so just like we or our memory is sort of divided into two parts. One is short term and one is long term. Whatever we feel is important for us throughout our life, we usually keep on revising it, and that is how we remember it for a very long time. But if I ask you that what was the breakfast that what did you have for breakfast on 1st of December? That is 24 days ago. So we won't be able to recall it. Most of us won't be able to recall it until and unless we have a pattern that on so and so day we usually have this particular thing for breakfast. In the same manner, ChatGPT also has two memories. One is the short-term memory, another one is the long-term memory. The short-term memory is referred to as context window. When we say context window, it is nothing but whatever chat we are actually having with the chat GPT at that point of time, whatever we are asking chat GPT for a response, all of that gets stored in the short-term memory, or that is the context window or context memory. The moment we are outside that chat or we close the app once and we open it again, that memory is gone. But there is something called as long-term memory over here. And that is the first point that we want to discuss today. That is how to personalize it. So whatever we are discussing right now is a part of long-term memory. So over here, we first get the idea of setting a base style and tone. What are we expecting ChatGPT to be for us? No doubt, it is an assistant for us, but do we want it to be professional, friendly, and so on and so forth? In my case, I have set it to default. The only reason is I use ChatGPT as a tool for my professional work also, for my training sessions as well, for my personal purpose as well. So I need friendly responses at times. I need professional answers at times whenever I'm using it for my professional work. And there is a third side to it as I conduct my training sessions whenever we have some demonstrations of AI tools or any other tools. In that case, I need that particular training part of it as well. So I set it to default, which is what we can do in case if you want mixed responses. So depending on the context, it will take care of. Second important point over here is these custom instructions. These custom instructions should not be too long. These custom instructions should not be too short as well. They should be quite appropriate. And when I say they should be appropriate, what I mean to say by this is we need to have just 5 to 6 points, and those should be totally directly applicable specifically for our own case. So in my case, like what I experienced 2.5, 3 years ago, while I was extensively using ChatGPT, what I had experienced at that particular time was that ChatGPT usually hallucinates. This is what even in the last session you might have gone through when Prajakta ma'am was explaining Notebook LM. So at that point of time, these particular things usually, the AI tools usually start hallucinating. Even if the facts are not there, they invent the facts. So in that case, I ensured to write down this particular point that give me a straight talk, no fluff, no sugarcoating. And I have specifically written that whenever you are not knowing anything precisely, please say I do not have enough information rather than hallucinating or guessing it. At the same time, if there are any assumptions, please mention it out. So, or if while giving an examples, now this is what I had realized while using ChatGPT, even other tools like Claude. So these particular tools start referring to foreign laws, ideally, or American laws. So if we ask any income tax related question, let's say for the first time, not necessarily it will take the Indian context, or it will mess up a bit over there. So I have tried to put it a specific point for the same, a specific instruction for the same. So this was a basic thing. Now, even this particular thing, I did not just write down. I went to normal chat GPT window and I said that I want custom instructions to be updated and I want to cover these 4, 5 points. Whatever was a basic layman English I had put it into, it gave me these four summarized points and then I have just pasted it over here. So it will be better for it to understand.
सर
I
आप
could see
पढ़ा
a
क्या रहे हो?
message in
सर
the
आप
chat
पढ़ा
box.
क्या रहे हो? हेलो सर, आप पढ़ा क्या रहे हो सर?
Ankit ji, are you not able to see the screen?
नहीं सर, वो तो ठीक है, बट मेरे को पता ही नहीं है आप क्या पढ़ा रहे हो।
Sir, we are just seeing the demonstration of how to personalize ChatGPT. That's it. We are still on step one, nothing else.
अरे सर, ये चैट जीपीटी तो सर कैमरे का एक्सेस लेता है। कल ही वीडियो आई है, देखो जाके।
Sir, we'll discuss on that part once I am through with this particular part, and I'll answer about that as well. So that was one thing. Second is what kind of role you want ChatGPT to take. That particular point is mentioned over here in more about you, wherein we can. So let's say if we are an expert into income tax, so we will try to address the income tax issues. In the same manner, even if we are not an expert into a particular thing, if you give that role to ChatGPT, ChatGPT will take care of that part as well. Now, the most important part over here is this memory. So as I told you, if we want ChatGPT to refer to the previous chats, we can enable these memories over here. It will save the memory while responding. It will take care, it goes through the instructions, it goes through the previous chats, and then it gives the answer to us. So this was one part of personalization, which I feel all of us should have. And as Ankit ji was mentioning right now that आप जाकर के वीडियो देखिए जहाँ पे चैट जीपीटी कैमरा यूज करता है एक्सेट्रा. So let me be very clear. I guess most of us already know this, that all the AI tools are storing our data, are using our data, which is what also is important for us, that we should ideally not put in any kind of sensitive data, confidential data. It is just as an assistant that we are using ChatGPT or any other AI tool for that sake, to be very specific. Next is this particular advanced part, which I guess should be on for all of you by default if you check out your ChatGPT as well, wherein we are allowing ChatGPT to go through all the things which are available on the LLM or on the websites, etc. Now, moving back to second part of our session today, that is how can we customize in cases of prompting. So I hope all the members are aware that there is something called as prompt engineering. And when I say prompt engineering, it simply means that there is a concept in technology which is referred to as GIGO, GIGO, which says that garbage in and garbage out. So when I say GIGO, I specifically wish to highlight that a variety of us will try a variety of things or even similar things on our ChatGPT platforms. And there is a very good possibility all of us will get different answers. Different answers, not because we are using different systems. We are using the same system. We are using the same chat GPT, same tool. But over here, what matters is the way we prompt, the way we give the input to an AI tool. And this is same applicable for all the AI tools. I'm sure in the last session also, you might have seen the same thing for Notebook LM as well. So whenever we are putting something, we will expect a chat GPT to work on that particular part. Which brings me to whenever we write down a particular prompt. Now let's say I will just show you a small prompt first. So what I tried doing is, which is my first use case for our purpose of discussion today. So what I tried doing is, I attached a particular circular. I attached a particular circular in the chat GPT. So after attaching that particular circular, I just gave a prompt, draft summary of a particular circular. While saying draft summary of a particular circular, it will start giving any sort of detailed idea, brief idea, depending upon what it finds useful for me. I'll just show you an example if we are able to run it across now. So let's say this is one GST circular that I have ready with me right now. I will say draft a summary of the attached circular. So this can be said as one of the use cases where we are trying to understand how do we use it for research-based things, etc. So this is the way it tried to give a summary that issues addressed, key clarification, and so on and so forth. And it will almost summarize without taking a lot of things into consideration, the format we want, the way we wanted to put in. And this will not be a same particular summary that will be available for all the further circulars that we attach to ChatGPT. So this is what it gave, a straight talk, 3, 4 points that were covered. But now what am I trying to do is I'm trying to customize this and standardize the output. Standardizing the output meaning whenever I upload a circular, whatever circular I upload, be it GST, be it income tax, if I design it that way, and I'm giving specific instructions to my custom GPT. If I'm giving specific instructions to my GPT saying that you are a circular summarizer built for chartered accountants and let's say students, your goal is to convert any circular given to you or notification given to you into an accurate, action-oriented task. And I have mentioned the audience specifically. I'm mentioning the style specifically. I'll share all of these prompts after the session as well in the group, maybe by evening today, so that members can go through it, because it won't be possible for all of you to immediately go through it along with me right now. Shwetali ma'am, if you are online, can we open the admit room?
Yes, Karan.
Yes, exactly, Paji. That frequent bell sound is quite irritating. That is what I'm trying to figure it out. And we can even put all participants on meeting on mute. Okay.
Yes, Karan.
Thank you, ma'am. So I tried to give a particular audience. I mentioned the audience, I mentioned the style, and what is supposed to be extracted is what I tried to mention over here. Along with this, there is a particular format. So along with this, we also tried to put in a proper format that I want you to give me one line executive summary. I want you to give me quick facts, etc. And I want you to draft a mail also in 3, 5 sentences that we can send to a client as an update. I also mentioned the constraint that don't give any legal advice and add to the footer that this is just for internal use. And if we are having multiple topics, it will segregate along with bullet points. All of this is supposed to be done is what I have given in instructions. Now I'll show you what exactly this will help us generate before explaining you how did I do so. I'll just explain that part to you first. So this is a circular assistant which I have prepared, which all of us can prepare very easily. And this can be prepared with the free plan also. I'll demonstrate how in a while, but let me just show you how the output differs now. So I'm clicking on add. I'm going to add files. I'm adding the same file now. And I'm just writing summarize. I'm not even writing that full sentence that what it is exactly expecting, etc. I'm just writing summarize. And now when I give this particular input to a custom GPT, which I have prepared, see the way it is trying to give me the response. One line summary, what exactly this circular is all about. Mentioning quick facts, key provisions. So if you see the variety of output in a normal chat and in this particular chat, which I have customized, you will realize that all these sections are carried out separately. Sample working notes, etc. are mentioned over here.
Oh yeah.
Along with that, a specific draft email has been put in and the note has also been entered. That draft is for internal use only. Verify against the original circular.
क्योंकि सर्दियां आ गई है ना, ये देखे मैंने अपनी पॉकेट्स के अंदर ना अंडे डाले हुए हैं.
श्वेताली मॅम, आय थिंक काही स्पॅमर्स जॉईन झाले आहेत आणि हे मुद्दामून होत आहे. इफ यू कॅन जस्ट वेनेवर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पर्सन इज अनम्युटिंग इंटेन्शनली, इफ यू कॅन जस्ट रिमूव्ह देम फ्रॉम द मीटिंग मॅम.
Yes, we will.
Yes, no, Deepa ma'am, I guess they intentionally. So the disadvantage of technology is it is open, so it is open. Anyone is joining in, and even if the waiting room is there, and these people are putting in some genuine names, and they are coming inside, and that is how we are seeing this disturbance. Any which ways. So just to quickly get a yes or no, if the majority of members who are attending this session live, if you are able to follow whatever I have said till now, forget about how do you do it. Are you able to differentiate the output? If I can quickly get a yes or no in the chat box before I proceed ahead, because it's already 5:25. We are supposed to wrap up in 10 minutes. Okay. So Now, how did I prepare this particular part? Now, when we say a custom GPT, what exactly is a custom GPT? When I open a normal chat, when I say this is a normal chat, and whatever I type in over here, the moment I go to a new chat, whenever I am done with a particular activity, a particular task, and then I click on new chat, whatever I have informed to chat GPT, whatever personal preferences I might have shared, professional preferences I might have shared, all of this is gone. All of this is vanished. But if I prepare a custom GPT, the example which we saw just now, the use case which we saw just now, all of it gets stored with that particular uh, GPT. And whenever, just by attaching the file or whatever particular standard operating procedure you ask that GPT to take care of, it executes that. So I'll just press over here and click on Edit GPT. I'll show you how to create it. But what is the prompt that I have stored inside this customization? I'll just take you across that first. So I have attached an image. I have given a particular name. All of this is how do you create. I'll just show you which button do we press to create it, but I'll just go through this particular thing for now. And these are the common instructions which I have generated from ChatGPT itself. I showed you the chat where I generated it. And these common instructions I have put into custom GPT. Now, just a small caution point for all of us over here is, as far as my experience is concerned of using custom GPTs extensively in last 7 months, 10 months, you can say last 1 year, I have realized that it depends. A lot of times, this particular data which I have entered, custom GPT does not operate on all of them. It misses out a lot of data while executing a particular task. So the length will matter depending upon subject to subject. If the matter is complicated, it would need just very specific points to work upon. If the matter is general, it may take care of these 15, 20 points that we have given. So all of these same, the output format, the constraints, assumptions, whether it should be a formal tone, informal tone, who is the audience, what is the style that is expected, do I need to have the answer in a bullet format, or do I wish to have it in a conversational format? All of this can be specified over here. And this is the main part of the customization. Now, how did this come from? Now, again, when we see the free version, so there are two free versions right now for ChatGPT. And why am I saying so is because you might have heard that there is something called as ChatGPT Go. There is something called as ChatGPT Go. When I say there is something called as ChatGPT Go, this particular ChatGPT Go was introduced only for the purpose of Indian audience, and this was for 399 rupees per month. This, as of now, is free for all of us to use. So, if at all you go to the left hand side on the bottom, on the left hand side panel where your name is appearing or email address is appearing, you will find an option of upgrade plan. The moment you click on upgrade plan, now since I am already on ChatGPT Go, it's saying this is your current plan. In your case, there would be another tab on the left hand side, which would say your current plan is free. Do you want to upgrade to Go? And if you just click on upgrade to Pro, just like it's appearing as get plus get pro over here, if you click on get go over here, it will take you to the payment gateway wherein you can ideally, you should use the credit card to make a payment. I'll give you the reason for it. It will just deduct 2 rupees and it will refund that also. It will just verify and you'll get 1 year of free access to ChatGPT Go. एंड एक साल के बाद क्या करना है हम सबको पता ही है दैट वापस से दूसरी ईमेल एड्रेस लगा करके एक और साल आप उसको एक्सटेंड कर सकते हो दैट इज व्हाट यूजुअली पीपल आर डूइंग एंड दैट्स फाइन सो वी कैन यूज द चैट जीपीटी गो वेरी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट वी नीड नॉट इवन पे 2000 rupees to experience all of those things which I just now said. But this will require a validation of a payment gateway. So you can ideally enter a credit card because नेट बैंकिंग में वो मैंडेट एक बार सेट हो गया तो फिर उसको डिलीट करना डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है. In case of credit card, we can directly deactivate it from ChatGPT itself. So it becomes very easy. So that is one of my personal recommendations to you to use the credit card instead of net banking or Google Pay, UPI, etc. And once that is done, you will be able to uh, create your own custom GPT. So now what I'll do today is I'll promise you one thing, but allow me time till 8 o'clock for me to reach to my place from branch. I'll just go home and I'll just compile few things and I'll send it in the group, which will include the link to my custom GPT, the prompt which I have used. So you can go through it. You can try my custom GPT also before having your own custom GPT so that you get the ideas. How do you use it? And once you are onto this page, after subscribing for Go, if you click on Explore GPTs, you can see a lot of GPTs have been created by a lot of people in the market, which we can use free of cost. Which we can use free of cost. This option is available without Go also. But however, Go is free. So we can check it out. If you want something for research, something to write blog post, etc., you can put the topic over here. It will give a lot of preferences. And over here, if you on the right hand side top, if you see, there is an option to create. If you click on create, it will take you to that same platform which I was showing you, the same window, wherein if you go to configure, you can use this to put a command, and that particular command, that particular prompt will be freezed for that particular GPT. So that is how we can customize. So one was we can have a proper prompt and we can assign a proper role to chat GPT and help us execute a particular task. Second is we can use those prompts or those multiple prompts and prepare a custom GPT out of it. And that custom GPT will help us to execute the task every time if it is repetitive. No need to save the prompt. So what in one of my sessions recently, which I had conducted, one senior CA told me that sir इसका कुछ shortcut बताइए जहाँ पे हम prompts को कहीं सेव करते हैं और फिर हम बार बार उसे यूज करते हैं. तो what I saw, I asked that particular senior CA to explain me what exactly he was doing. So he showed me a directory, just like we have multiple Word files, let's say, wherein prompt for each of those particular items were saved, and that was used every time. So he used to open the file, he used to copy that prompt, put it in ChatGPT, attach the file which he wanted to analyze, and then the activity was executed. But instead of it, we can have custom GPT, and that custom GPT has another beautiful thing, that is once that GPT is prepared. So let's say I'll just go back to the same GPT which I was using. If you have this, if you have prepared this particular GPT, you can share the link of this GPT directly. And no one will see what is the prompt that you have put in, but will be able to use that particular GPT. So let's say the articles in our office, the clients, etc., all of them can use this particular GPT directly. So I have copied the URL, and let's say I'm pasting the URL over here. And the moment I paste it over here, you will be able to get that window directly. So I'll be sharing the same link with you, which you will also be able to try. I'll just put it in the group as promised, and you'll be able to check it out. So this was one part of it. Can I quickly, you can say, get a response in the chat box if you are able to understand till here? Parth ji saying, can you repeat that part? How to use it free? Yes, yes, sure, Parth ji. So when you click on the left hand side on the bottom, you will find your name over there. And if you click on upgrade to plan, I hope you're able to see my screen. If you click on upgrade plan, this kind of a window will appear. On the left hand side, so you can see three boxes on my screen right now. You'll see four boxes for you. One would be free, second would be Go, then Plus, and then Pro. You need to just upgrade to Go plan, which will validate using your credit card. That's it, and you will be able to use it. Yes, Pratiksha ji, you can use UPI as well. It's very easy to remove the mandate from Google Pay, Phone Pay, whatever Paytm, etc. App you are using. So ideally, we are supposed to have this session for 30-35 minutes at max. But I wanted to show one more use case, for which I'll require 5 to 7 minutes. So if the members who are present, if you allow me, if it is a collective, yes, I'll just quickly show you one analysis ka use case, and then maybe we can wind up after that. Sure. So as a part of value addition, what I tried doing, this was one of my initial exercises on ChatGPT. So what I tried doing is a thought came to my mind that if we are giving some services to client, so this particular client of mine was a pathology lab, and this particular pathology lab had a lot of data wherein we used to just take care of compliances for this particular client of ours, but it used to pop up in our mind every time that can we make some value addition, and obviously that value addition comes with a cost. So the cost of involving in interns, articles, or the time that we put in also, and maybe some tools that we purchase. But by ChatGPT, it became very easy for me. I'm not saying ChatGPT is the only tool you can use for doing it. This is one of the alternatives we can say. So even till now, whatever we saw, the custom GPT ka part, I am sure those who attended the last session also, Prajakta ma'am had discussed Notebook LM. That same thing can be done with Notebook LM as well, which we tried doing with custom GPT right now. So there are multiple ways of doing it. It's just about whatever we as an individual are comfortable, we can choose that. Now there is a concept which is there in the free version, which is project. If you click on new project, the beauty of this feature is, let's say I'll just put in a topic as investing over here, and I'll create project. Now the beauty over here is you can have multiple chats. I personally have tried having 14, 15 chats. It remembers the memory for those 14, 15 chats. After that, it starts messing up again. So we can have a discussion of 15 subtopics under a main topic. So let's say this investing is my main topic, and I can have multiple chats over here. It will try to recall everything that we have discussed in the previous chats of the same project, as good as a folder in our definition, we can say. And there is an option to add files over here. When I say I have an option to add files, these files can be your source files, these files can be your resources, these files can be instructions given to the project or ChatGPT, etc. So this particular thing can be updated. Now I'll go to the project which I have created. So this is one project which I have created. I'll just reshare my screen to show you an Excel file so that you'll understand the problem that I was facing. Are you able to see the Excel file where there are a lot of rows, columns already filled in? Yes. So, as you can see, as I told you, it was a pathology lab. So there are a lot of blood reports, other reports, kinds of things mentioned over here. There are prices mentioned. It had Putzli branches. I have changed the names to keep the data confidential. And the cost is mentioned, margin is mentioned over here. So let's say this is a file which has almost 17,083 entries, line items over here. Now see, all of us are very comfortable. Most of us are comfortable, I would say, in Excel, and we know all those formulas to analyze the data in the file, etc. But what I tried doing was that I gave this particular file to my ChatGPT. I gave the same file to ChatGPT, and I have divided the whole exercise into four parts. First part, I ensure that there are some key metrics apart from the financial thing which we take care of. It may be operationals, etc. I simply told ChatGPT to give me whatever it could analyze. What are the top things that we could analyze in this data, etc. So it tried to process it and gave me certain output. After that, I further reiterated the version. Reiteration simply means you will understand what is the result that ChatGPT gave you. And you, if you're not happy, you can just put in that, okay, this is not required, or I need this separately, or can you do this particular further job for me? So this is what it did. It gave me certain formulas. I asked it to check out and give me the details. And this data set that I provided was from April to July. But I could see certain things over here which mentioned Jan, Feb, and March. So after asking for what are the exceptions that you could find, it gave me certain exceptions also. That these are some data, these are some samples where data is entered incorrectly either, or there is some problem with a particular thing. So this sample date was collected on 7th of Jan, but report was given on 8th of July. So this is not ideally possible, or not practically possible, but that has happened with the data. So either the data is inconsistent or something is. Then after getting the observations which I required specifically, I asked it to give me some recommendations. After giving all of this is the main part which I wanted to show you if you're able to see on the screen. I have given another follow-up prompt to the same chat in ChatGPT saying that, can you give me a summarized common prompt? And whenever I give you this common prompt, you will be able to give me all of this data that I have asked you to give me. So it gave me this common prompt. After giving this common prompt, what I did is I went to the second chat. I opened a new chat. If you can see over here, financial analysis. Same thing I did for financial analysis also. Some few financial factors, which I feel we discuss with that client every time. I entered all those particular details over there. I got the output, I got the analysis, I got the recommendations from ChatGPT. Then third thing I did is projections. ChatGPT made a bit of mess in projections. It has improved since that point of time, but it made a bit of mistake, you can say. I reiterated and I got it corrected. Same thing in the end, if you can see over here. Can you give me a summarized prompt? Now, fourth thing that I did was to create a master prompt. So if you can see on the right hand side over here, the file is attached, the source data, 17,000 line items. Chat 1, I have covered the non-financial part. Chat 2, I have covered the financial part. Chat 3, I have projected. And chat 4 may I am asking chat GPT to summarize all the three chats and give me one common prompt of all the previous three chats. See over here, check the results of the last three chats in the group in the project and give me one master prompt. When I give this master prompt to custom GPT, it would give me the output. And this is that master prompt. Now, if I take you back to this custom GPT, which I have prepared, this master prompt I have put in this particular custom GPT. I'll just show it to you. So if I click on edit GPT over here, and I click on configure, this is that master prompt which was generated by ChatGPT itself when I used the project mode for it. So the only purpose of explaining this use case to you is we can analyze a lot of things using ChatGPT, be it number-based analysis or any qualitative analysis. Second, if it is just one single step analysis, we can do it in one single chat. And if it is repetitive, we can create a custom GPT for it. This second use case was if there are multiple things to take care of or multiple analysis to be done, we can create a project, analyze those complicated multiple steps, maybe 10, maybe 15. 15 is what I have experienced myself is the maximum that it gives proper accurate answers to. After that, it starts hallucinating a bit. And then those 15 can be converted into one common prompt. And another, you can create a custom GPT out of it. So the complicated part also we have covered, the simple part also we have covered. I'll be putting all the links and the prompts also in the group. I will just compile it and send it to you. You can try. This is where we put the file, or you can put the file from while giving the chat to it as well. So this was the second case. And I think that was it, which we have planned for the day to help you understand how do we personalize and how do we customize ChatGPT for better professional use. A lot of personal examples also we can take. We can use it for the purpose of comparing two items on Amazon and Flipkart and to understand where do we get cheaper offers. Those things also we can do. And to close, before closing, I would like to specify one more point. All of this that we are doing is totally free of cost. But there is a feature which is there in paid mode, which is ChatGPT agent mode. I am sure everyone has heard about this. Even if you could not try it, you might have heard. So if we subscribe to the plus version, which is 2000 per month, we get a feature of ChatGPT agent. All of these things that we have seen right now get further automated. A lot of analysis which we are doing in semi-manual mode and semi-automated mode, you can say, gets completely automated. It will open an Excel for you and work on that particular Excel part. So maybe in the future, if Pune branch allows, and after discussing with Chitle sir, we can have a dedicated session on the paid feature later on. Once we understand a lot of more tools in addition to ChatGPT, we can have another session later on where we'll talk about agent mode dedicatedly. So for now, I guess that's it. If there are any doubts which you want to talk about, we can check out right now. And we are meeting back on Friday.
Right.
If you have any queries, you can surely join in. And I guess if there are any queries regarding any of these three tools that we have covered till now, be it Napkin AI, Notebook, or ChatGPT, we will be very glad to discuss all those things with you. Naveen ji is asking whether responses are better in plus mode. Navinji, not very specifically, because I'm using plus mode consistently. So plus mode and the go mode, which is free now, is giving you same length of responses. There are new features like deep research, agent mode, which I told you, or the context memory gets a bit, what you can say, lengthened in case of plus mode. That's the only benefit. Yes, Hardik ji, custom GPT we can create in Go mode. So whatever we have discussed today, whatever I have demonstrated, both the use cases, all of this is available in the free Chat GPT Go mode. That is why we are discussing only freeware model so that all of us can try it out and we can have another session to discuss for queries. So that's it. Thanks to Pune branch once again. I have the chairman with me, CS Sachin Minyar sir. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Karan, for actually explaining the key features of ChatGPT, because generally we all of us use ChatGPT, but the way you explained it, it was really very good, and giving a few live demonstrations as well. So, friends, on Friday we will be having discussion on all the three tools. So maybe till Friday you can try using that napkin as well as ChatGPT and other tools. List down your queries, and we can discuss those in detail on Friday. So we will be calling all the three faculties to join the meeting on Friday, and we'll have a detailed discussion on that. So once again, on behalf of Pune branch of WRC, I would like to thank Karan for sparing time and sharing his knowledge with the participants. Karan, it's always fun to have you over here in the branch,
Thank you,
and we would love to again have a detailed session on the ChatGPT Plus
Agent.
mode as well,
Correct.
the Asian mode as well. It's just the start, and I think over a period of few months, even this AI tool sharing module will get matured, and we will have some proper
Easy.
kind of structure of how do we really take it ahead from here. So thank you everyone for joining, and hope you all enjoyed the session. Thank you.